Steve Daniel, part of the commentary team, Cole Armstrong. It's going to be a big night of drifting.
Mate, a big night. It's been a big couple of days. It's been a big couple of weeks, but it's these drivers have stepped it up. I've been pumped all day. It really wants me to get back in the seat, but obviously I don't. I quite enjoy being up here with you, mate. It's good fun, but hasn't it stepped up this weekend?
We've seen some amazing scores coming through in both of the different championships. Of course, it's getting down to that nitty-gritty bit now. We've seen the top 24s done, top 16, but now in the Pro Sport Championship, brought to us by Kaspa Transmission, it is the top 8, and that car out there is our top qualifier in the Warehouse Auto Parts. This is an RB power plant. It's an S13. It is Guy Maxwell.
Yeah, look, I'm just seeing, am I seeing the windscreen wipers going on here? I definitely am going to text Calvin to take some PSI out of the tyres. I mean, it's still dry, but there's just a shimmer of water on there. This is going to mix things up massively. It has been dry all weekend. The guys have had the cars set up for dry conditions and a little shimmering of rain.
That's the last thing we want to see, of course. All right, well, we've got the second car ready to go out with him. It's the two brothers, Scott Keegan behind the wheel, a C33 Laurel.
Now, Scott Keegan, been driving really well. As I said earlier, Stephen, in that Laurel came out at Manfield and really showed these Pro Sport drivers he's here to shake things up. But the man of them all, Guy Maxwell.
Let's see how they go. Kaspa Transmissions, it's the top 8, and there is already a bit of perspiration on the camera lens.
Yeah, look at that, Steve. Look at that. He's running the wall now. The grip has gone. The grip has gone massively on this track. It is definitely changed. Look, there's no smoke realistically coming out there. A little bit from Scott Keegan, but look at the gap that Guy Maxwell has pulled right now over Scott Keegan on this entry. Look at Guy, he's touching the wall. He needs to be careful on this, but wow, has it really changed out there dramatically.
Well, a great run for Guy Maxwell in the Warehouse Auto Parts RB powered Nissan S13. Let's have a look at the Repco replay as we watch them get released from the line. Scott Keegan, the two brothers, C33 Laurel. Now look, watching the lead car. As he comes up, bang, hits the wall, grazes it again and again, and he's just railing on it. The Warehouse Auto Parts machine on Kenda tyres, firing down into the teardrop. We'll see Guy start to get a bit of angle as he comes through, and we'll start the inside line this time. Needed to push out slightly, grabs that outside clip, and back up onto the wall he goes. Scott Keegan trying to do the best he can. Again, grinding the concrete is Guy Maxwell coming through to finish. A big gap between himself and the driver in the chase position. I'm calling advantage to Guy Maxwell.
Yeah, sorry, Steve, had to just do a little bit of MIA on that one. Just seeing the conditions change, you know. Calv's up, I think the next battle coming up, so
Calvin's on the
trying to give him a bit of insight. Like, it is slippery on the bank. It is time to put take some PSI out of the tyres, try and get some more grip into the cars, so they have a lot more control. We're just seeing Guy Maxwell running the outside wall there. Here we go with Scott Keegan entering, a bit of hesitation, but still getting the smoke, but look at that, still a lot of corrections going on. These guys are doing really well through here, holding the cars together after this little bit of rain. Doing a good job.
Quite a bit of wheel off just then for Guy Maxwell, but he's just trying to get in the pocket.
Yeah, he is. Scott Keegan doing a nice lead run, opening a wide line there. Obviously, I'd say there's a pretty big advantage to Guy Maxwell, but he just needs to hold it together. That little S13 is very quick, as we can see. He's bobbling in and around behind Scott Keegan, who just comes out adrift. Wow, something has gone wrong right there.
Well, that's something wrong. I mean, I think we might see it was a straight line by both, but the lead car straight line.
Yeah, he got out. So he got straight out adrift right there. Not exactly what we're wanting to see there from Scott Keegan, but let's check out the Repco replay. They enter there, not too bad through this section, you know, sitting up on the wall. Guy Maxwell, very shallow through here. A lot of corrections. Look at the rear wheel as he grabs the handbrake, trying to decel the car up. They transition into the teardrop now, nearly over rotates, catches that really, really well. Does Scott Keegan, and Guy Maxwell just sitting there, just doing what he needs to, getting in the pocket, and then up onto the wall. Now this is where it all goes pear-shaped for Scott Keegan on the wall. Look, Guy Maxwell there, real bobbly in behind there, real shallow, and then bam. loses all drive. Has he blown a gearbox? Has something gone wrong? So yeah, looks like there's possibly a gearbox failure that's happened for Scott Keegan, and that is maybe all she wrote, I would say, for that man. So,
well, the first car goes up there, just waiting for Guy Maxwell to move into the position as well. Which ways are going to go? Mark O'Hara, Joel Counter, and Stephen Sull. Our judges, 1, 2, 3. Strikes to Guy Maxwell going through to the next round.
This way, this way, this way.
we're going down to Stephen MacGyver on the ground there. Yep, yeah, here we go. Catch up with our guy there, Stephen.
Guy, you sort of got the poor luck of the draw with that Rangers coming through. How difficult was it?
Yeah, it's real tough on the second half of the bank corner on the wall. It's there's like a bit of mud or something down there, and it's just real greasy. So I had to take it real careful. But hey, my Kenda tyres are hooking up, and yeah, the Warehouse Auto Parts S13. We're going to the top 4, baby.
That's what I like. Go get him.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
All right, back out we go, and it's our next battle. We'll see the McFarlane Autos S14. Yep. Andy Donoghue, and a local hope in the Reed and Harrison Performance S14. It's Clayton Daly behind the wheel, the Limitless Tire man.
Oh, he's been driving really well. It's good to see him as well, stepping up. Clayton's had a bit of a tough season. Last round wasn't didn't obviously come out the best for him, but hey, he's in the top 8. This is probably his first ever top 8, actually.
And what way to do it, at home.
Oh, it is indeed. Limitless Tyres on Hewlett's Road there. He runs that company, does a real good job, and we're out here now seeing him doing a really good job as well.
Well, they're sitting in the Century Battery start box and getting ready to be sent down the Valvoline acceleration zone. It is top 8 in the Kaspa Transmissions Pro Sport Championship, the Century Battery Super Night. Goes down to the hands of Launchmaster Willie, who will push the button and set them free. Well, down the straight we go here, Trustpower Baypark Stadium, with the McFarlane Autos machine up there. As close to the wall as you're going to get without hitting it.
Yes, indeed.
Contact.
This is a, tight run here, but look, a little bit more smoke coming through. Wow, Clayton having to get hard on the brakes. Real bobble through that centre section. Going to slow the car up.
No loss of drift as he heads back up onto the wall. The Repco wall ride. Off we go with the McFarlane Autos S14 hitting the concrete. Andy Donoghue, full commit.
That's dead right.
Coming down to finish, and that's going to be an exciting one to watch as we head to the Repco Replay. The boys obviously will get ready to switch themselves back around, but a nice looking run. Well, a couple of mistakes, but entertaining all the same. Watching the McFarlane Autos S14 up front is right on the wall, and then next minute, bang, there's the first kiss, but sets himself up. Big angle, Cole.
Huge angle, but look, scrubbed off so much speed, caught Clayton Daly out a little bit through that little section there. Look at him, gathers it up, keeps the proximity there, now rotates the angle as they flick up onto the wall. Now watch the car just drift out there. He was a passenger. It is greasy on that corner. Not a lot of sunlight or anything getting on that, but good run there by Andy Donoghue. Good to see, and obviously a good run for Clayton. So as they switch around, Clayton goes to lead out, and Andy Donoghue comes in behind there as the chase car.
Off they go, the Reed and Harrison Performance S14 of Clayton Daly gets set down into the Repco wall ride for the first time in the lead position. He's got Andy Donoghue trying to tuck up in the pocket.
Yeah, Clayton doing a good job there, sitting up nice and high on that. Look at the gap he's just pulled here. Can he hold it, not drop a wheel? Look at the line he's just running on there. This is what the judges want to see. Nicely through the transition under the diggers as he pushes back up onto the outside wall here. Oh, a little bit of a wall run. Both of them running the wall, Steve. This is full on here, ladies and gentlemen, as both these drivers run through the last part of the section. What an excellent battle right there.
Well, the Kaspa Transmissions Pro Sport Championship definitely putting it on. We've seen some of the best driving that you'd want to see this weekend in the qualifying and earlier on today, and I think we're ready to put on a show. It's greasy as we go to the Repco Replay. Clayton, RHP on the side of that S14, comes through a nice line, not too many corrections. Andy really trying to close up as he fires it through. Both drivers off to the teardrop they go.
Yeah, looked like a little bit of a wheel drop through that inside clip there from Andy Donahue. Very odd that the rear wheel ran over that as it's an inside clip, but hey, gathers it back up, gets real close here, and look at them both, bang, touch, boof. Andy Donahue runs the wing up onto the concrete wall there. Good bit of driving by both these drivers. I'm stoked to see Clayton just really getting comfortable in that car. I knew he could definitely do it. I know his old man loves the sport now and getting really involved, so good to see out here.
We'll go to the judges' time now. Is it going to be Andy Donahue? Will it be Clayton Daly? Of course, a local lad lives here in Tauranga, only works a couple of metres down the road. Metres, maybe Ks.
Yeah, dead right. Does indeed. What's it going to be? It's a little bit of time. We actually can't see the judges at them. Oh, there they are. What's going on? The smiley group. There's Steve So off the flat pack pecan. Mark O'Hara inside there, and then Joel Counter next to him.
Well, here we go. Andy Donahue, Clayton Daly. 1 says 2.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo!
Wow.
What
Split.
a mix-up. This is insane.
Clayton
Clayton
Daly.
Daly has just taken out Andy Donahue, who's sitting in 3rd position in the championship. This
There
is
we go.
massive. Stephen, how are the boys?
I think the smile says it all. That could be the upset of pro sport this weekend, mate. How's that?
Oh, stoked, eh? It's bloody awesome. Speechless.
What are the conditions like out there? The rain's gone again. The wind's picked up.
There's a few little slippery spots. You come around the big corner and it's a bit like, awesome. Huge crowd, so it makes it way better, eh?
Go get ready for the next bit, mate.
Awesome. Cheers, heaps.
All right, better go and talk to Andrew. This really hurts his championship in a big time, sitting in 3rd position. Wouldn't suggest you're overly happy with the result. It seemed to.
Yeah, man, love running these concrete walls here at Baypark this weekend. It's been awesome. And yeah, congrats to Clayton. That was bloody good driving. So yeah, cool to drive with him, being a hometown boy. But yeah, unfortunate. But hey, these things it's drifting.
Just have to see what happens to the championship points. We might see you at the end of the night.
Yeah, hopefully, man. Hopefully we get to do a skid, eh?
We love our skids as we roll on the top 8.
Well, here goes your guy going up against, well, I'm going to call him my guy. In the green machine, Limitless on the side, the Prime Avocados, S13 SR under the hood. It's Calvin Clark going up against the Warehouse Auto Parts machine of Ra Hader.
Oh, mate, here we go. Calvi, look at that entry right up on the wall there. A little bit of a correction. Told him there's going to be a little bit of a slipperiness, but gathers it back up. A little bit of a correction through there. Ra a little bit shallow on the sweeper as they slow down. Coming into the teardrop right here. Look, Cloud right out. A little bit of a dirt drop there and a bobble. Not what we wanted to see here, but he gathers it back up. There is slippery out there. Ra Hader doing a good run here. Coming back up, trying to gather that proximity. Really shallow up here on the inside as Ra Hader as Calv runs the outside wall there. Woo! A few mistakes there by my main man, but we will see how things progress for the next run.
All right, well, let's have a look at the Repco replays. These 2 drivers leave the line. We've got, of course, the Prime Avocados machine of the Smith Industries S13. It's Calvin Clark behind the wheel. Slight bobble at the start. Kissed the rear end with the concrete and then starts to work his way down. Moves through, inside clip. Did a great job here. Dials on the angle, and you can see start working that outside line. A bit greasy, and he just drops over. Single wheel off. It's going to be a points deduction before heading back up onto that Repco wall ride. Calvin Clark coming through. You can see the Warehouse Auto Parts S15 of Ra Hader really trying to shallow up to gain back that proximity as they come back down onto the start finish straight here at Trustpower Baypark Stadium. My gosh, Cole, it's all fun and games out there.
It is, mate. It is. There was, I hate to say it, a few mistakes. But let's see how he goes here. Now, he knows he's going to have to push 110% on Ra's door and try and force the mistake as Ra leads out. But look at that, smart driving by Ra, really, really shallow here on the sweeper. Look, even Calvin's starting to push a bit higher as they come into the teardrop here. Nearly a dirt drop. Look at that, Calv, right up on the door here of Ra Hader. Look at that proximity from Calvin Clark, right on the door of Ra Hader as they transition to come back up onto the sweeper. A little bit of a gap pulled there, but Ra doing a good lead run there, just a bit slippery as Calvin pushes wide there, and look at Ra Hader pulling through there. A good lead run there by Ra Hader, I have to say, but
Wow,
good chase through the centre teardrop. That's my man on the door.
These Kaspa Transmissions Pro Sport drivers certainly putting it on. Let's go and check out the Repco replay side by side down the front straight. Ra kicking it into action.
Yeah, he did. Ra's very, very shallow. Not the line the judges wanting to do at all, but he's been smart. He's not getting caught up in that wet area up on the top. Calvin transitions really tightly through here. Ra sitting right out on that outside zone like the judges wanting to do. Doing a nice lead run, opening the door for Calv to suck up on the inside. Then watch him just pull away through here. Now he is a lot shallower on there. Look how much wider Calvin is out on the outside there, running that real wide line. Ra, real shallow. That's why he's pulling that proximity on them, doing the shallower line and getting the drive. But hey, a good lead run there by Ra Hader.
I guess it's got to come down to, does it come down to mistakes? Has Calvin Clark done enough? Is it going to go in the hands of Ra Hader? Are we going to see it one more time? 1, 2, well, Stephen Salt must have slid right. Ra Hader takes the win. Let's go down to Stephen McIver.
Yeah.
Ra, my man. I'm good, buddy. How did that feel?
Oh, it was awesome. I know Calvin's a good driver. I've seen him have a bit of sledging, so I sort of feel stink for him for that, but I sort of, took that on the board, and I was just like, yeah, full send, man.
Love the concrete?
I always love the concrete rounds, and I'm just stoked. All my my big sponsors from Warehouse Auto Parts Rotorua, they're all here, and all my family and friends, so I'm buzzy, bro.
Keep it going, man. Keep it going. Ra Hader goes through.
Well, great work for Ra Hader. He's got all his crew here, all his whānau. Great to see Ra and all the massive amounts of support that the Warehouse Auto Parts team give. All right, let's have a look at this man here, CK Earthworks 2JZ powered Nissan S15. Of course, none other than Case Pullenburry.
This here could be a big mix-up. Now, these two are both fighting for the championship.
And why is that car?
What has gone on here?
Going?
What has gone on
Issues
there?
for Case Pullenburry. That means that the JOB McKinstry Roofing S14 is going to head off as well, but not sure what's going on. But championship implications, Kaspa Transmissions Pro Sport Championship, it's the grand final, their 5th round, our 6th round of the Valvoline D1NZ Pro. Tonight, the Century Battery Super Night of Drift here at Trustpower Baypark Stadium. Don't know which way it's going to go, don't know what's happened. We'll wait to see if we can get some information back for us, Cole.
Yeah, did right. Not what we want to see. I've been watching Case driving this weekend. Real good. Good peddler. I'm actually just gutted, actually, Steve. Dang, Cal just had a few mistakes there. He was driving so well. These conditions are just showing you just so how tricky it is out there, you know. The little bit of rain has made the cars so much slower and slipperier out there, but kudos to Ra Hader, adjusted really well. He hasn't had the best season throughout.
All right, well, we've just heard that Case Pullenburry has called his 5-minute mechanical, which is going to give us a chance to go up and maybe take a quick break. So you know what, Valvoline D1NZ Kaspa Transmissions Pro Sport Championship, we'll be back with you after the break.
If you wanted some drama in the Pro Sport Championship, you've got it right now. 1 versus 2, right? Case Pullenburry up against Colin Halligan. Well, guess what? Pullenburry has called a 5. We're going to try and sneak in and see what's going on. I know this is a really bad time to talk to you, Case. I understand, buddy. I've got to ask just what's going on.
Yeah, the car's just got a bit of a misfire down low. I noticed when we just went out for our quick sight lap there, and yeah, I just don't feel comfortable, especially with it tightening up around the teardrop. It could really hurt us in the battle. So yeah, we're just safe enough to call the 5 and see what's going on.
Okay, yeah, not going to let it get to your head?
Nah, hopefully not. If anything, the rain, but nah, it'll be good fun anyway.
All right, mate. Good on you. Case Pullenburry, so a little bit of a boost problem, I'm told, off record. So the boys are going to work it. They've got the 5 minutes, and if we see the clock right now, they've got 4 minutes and 9 seconds left. It's all going. How good is Century Battery's grand final weekend?
Well, how good is the weekend? How good is the number of people that are out there helping? And we can see Team Jenkins down there. We've got a few others.
Yeah, it is. This is always what happens, though. in the sport. Everyone wants to see everyone out there battling. No one wants to win just by default. It's not good at all, but looks like they're changing out the coil packs on the old 2J. Probably should have stayed with an RB and he probably have no issues whatsoever, but the car's been driving really well, so hopefully very, something very small. And look at all the hands in there trying to get this sorted. So cool to see. They've got 3 minutes 30 to go. That time goes really, really quickly when you're sitting in the hot seat, but look at that. Troy Jenkins in there helping.
Cody Pullenburry as well, his brother, making sure everything's, the rest of the team, of course the D1NZ team as well, checking the scoring, checking the timing. Murray's in there as well, 3:08.
Yeah, it's clicking quick, but, coils aren't too bad. 6 of them to change out, hopefully in with a couple of new ones. There's Steve MacGyver. He looks like he definitely has no idea what he's looking at. Smiling
he's
away.
going to come up to the commentary box.
Yeah, he's probably going to get me for that. He will. But look, it's all still
okay, what's
holding
happening
off.
down there, Stephen?
240, boys, 240.
240.
He's good. He's keeping them informed of what's
Why don't they
happening
just
out there.
swap the number plates and see if they can get away with it?
No, you can't do that. So obviously there's rules out there. They do have 2 identical cars, but once you take off for your first ever qualifying run, you have to run that car. You can change throughout the weekend, well, not throughout the weekend, throughout the practice if you have a few issues, but once that qualifying starts, that's it. You're in there. So look at the hands in there trying to get this sorted. I remember those days. Oh, my team, Avon, Andrew, Conrad. I remember one time we had a flat battery and whoo, I was revved up. But Conrad, Dean Mark Autos, wow, those guys could make it magical for us. That was Ben Pollard, Earth Tech. He's out there supporting Calvin Clark. He'll be obviously going to give Calv a bit of a rev up. Wasn't the best, but yeah, you've got to have a good crew. I didn't win my championships without them. They keep you clear-headed, you're a driver. You're just sitting in the car, keeping cool, keeping calm, and letting the team do what they need to do.
1 minute 21, I think it said on there. So, 1:22. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, a great crowd here at Trustpower Baypark Stadium in Mount Maunganui. The final round of the Kaspa Transmissions Pro Sport Championship and the Valvoline Pro Championship. Tonight, the Century Battery Super Night. It's a great night of drift ahead of us. We're obviously going through the final of the Kaspa Transmissions Pro Sport Championship before moving to Pro. Can't wait to see the big dogs with those big engines and big tyres smoking out there.
Stadium. I'll finish that one for you.
No, they're smoking out there.
Oh, okay. Remember, you said it's a non-smoking stadium. Just so everyone out there, vaping, smoking, this doesn't happen out there. But they are so close to getting this going. 37 seconds. The car has to be under its own power and ready to go.
All right, where are we at? 27. Okay, they've closed it.
Timing, look at the
Cody
timing.
says, off you go, little bro. Head back to the track.
Wow, look at that, Steve. A few seconds and they got it done. And they got it done indeed. So fingers crossed that fixed the problem. A few new core packs. And be away laughing.
Well, heading back down the way you came, that's the entrance. As we see a couple of beautiful Cabalco diggers by Mimico in Matamata. A 27-tonne, 23.5-tonne digger out there. Both of them with the short radiuses, long carriages. If you want to get yourself a beautiful machine like that, go and see the team at Mimico in Matamata. Of course, we've got a huge amount of sponsors here with the Valvoline D1NZ Kaspa transmissions. They are the name on the side of the Pro Sport Championship. Century Batteries, though, it's a Century Battery Super Night. Panhead, with the Panhead qualifying yesterday, but they will head down into the Century Battery start box, given the opportunity to go out and scrub. This is the CK Earthworks 2JZ powered Nissan S15 of Case Pullenburry.
And this is going to be an excellent battle. Both of these guys, like I was saying earlier, They're gunning for the championship. They're gunning for
What is their
number one
position?
spot.
What's their positions in the championship?
1
This guy,
and 2.
and they're battling right now.
This is huge. Like, obviously, big change up in the names coming through for them. So realistically, for both of them, because Andy Donohue's out and Calvin Clark's out and Sam West is out, they still are going to get 1 and 2 either way. But to be fair, this here actually could be the championship decider because we've had such a mix-up. Andy Donohue's out, Cal's out, Sam West's out. There's really no one else that can take him.
Well, which way is it going to go? Is it going to be the Henson and Murray Engine Rebuilders, McKinstry Roofing? 919 on the door, Connor Halligan leading the championship, or is the 17-year-old Case Pullenbury, the man in a hurry, going to take the win? Here we go.
Look at the entry of Case Pullenbury right up on the wall. Is it wet? He doesn't care. Look, Connor Halligan right up there as well. With that nice lead, he's able to chuck up right up on the inside. Little wheel off there on the inside, but look at that, boy. Case Pullenbury right out on the outside there, but not shaking Connor Halligan at all. Transitions nicely through the Repco diggers, back up onto the wall. Look at it from these two Pro Sport drivers. He is on the wall, flat to the floor. Get on your feet, ladies and gentlemen. This is like your final right now. What a run by Case Pullenbury right there.
Wow, and such commitment in the chase position as well. These two drivers, they obviously trusted each other so much on track, you wouldn't get that close if you didn't.
Just look at the commitment. Bang, on the wall. Not even some of the pro drivers are doing that. They're sitting it up on the wall, on lock, full throttle, no left foot brake. Little bit of a wheel drop there through Connor Halligan as he comes into the teardrop. Can't see too many corrections. Look at Case right under the digger, nice and tight there. Transitions to the outside zone, super smooth. And look at this, bang, up on the wall, quick set of the left foot brake, on throttle, no left foot brake, running the wall. This is how we do it, and this is just pro sport right now. Whoa, what a battle by both of those. Now they're going to mix things up, and Connor Halligan, he is going to have to lay it down, and you watch this from Case Pullenbury. Two top drivers.
Well, off we get down the front straight, and it's the man who is leading the championship, leading the battle right now. Case Pullenbury trying to shallow up, but Connor Halligan up the front, right on the concrete, Cole.
It is indeed. Little bit more of a gap there. Look, Case hasn't kept the proximity that Connor has. Look, Connor right out on the outside. This is why he's leading the championship at the moment. This guy can drive as he transitions underneath the Repco diggers, back up onto the wall. Look at him. You can do it, so can I. Look at him, sits the car on the wall. Ladies and gentlemen, get off your feet for these two drivers right now. What a drive that was from these two up-and-comers. Holy moly.
Well, a fantastic drive by both of them. This is first and second in the Kaspa Transmission Pro Sport Championship, battling against each other. This one here could decide the champion.
Look at this by Connor, just on entry, on the wall. I'm not here to muck around. Come on, catch me if you can. Case Pullenbury doing a good job, but just doesn't have the proximity that Connor did. Still running that shallower line. Look, trying to catch that proximity back up. Transitions nicely by Connor. Gets to that outer zone, then watch this. You want to run the wall, so can I. Bam! Sits it in the wall, full throttle, no left foot brake. What a drive. What a stellar drive by both of those guys.
Well, they come through to finish.
You've
got the best right there. Go Loco on Case Pullenbury's car. And of course, we've got Connor Halligan, second place in the championship, currently on the left-hand side of our screen. Right-hand side is Connor Halligan.
Man, that was sick.
One battle that could decide a championship.
I would not, in room A right now, I would not like to be the judges. That is some hard work. The only things I could have seen is the proximity on that. Yeah, look at that, the smaller thing. There was a small dirt drop there by Connor as he came through into the teardrop. Other than that, nothing else. All you've got to roll on is proximity.
What are they going to decide?
Wow, 1, 2, 3, Connor Halligan takes the win. Whoa!
I got to say, championship leader I thought I was watching the pros here, mate. What, you look a bit taken aback by it all?
Yeah, I am, honestly. So much pressure going into that battle. Top 8, with Case, I mean, probably pretty much the decider for the championship. So a lot of pressure, but yeah, probably the best driving I've done. So I'm stoked as couldn't be.
There's a lot more to come. Look forward to it.
Cool. Cheers. Thanks, mate.
Let's quickly talk to Case. He had 23 seconds left in his 5 to get sorted. He put on a hell of a show, mate. I think the judges are saying that the tinest of margins.
Yeah, no, it was a mean battle. Yeah, ups to Connor. He's been driving mint all season, and yeah, he deserves this one for sure.
Good season for you, pal?
Yeah, mean season for us. Like the whole team, really, the cars have really been on point this season, so we've been able to really focus on driving more than mechanical stuff, and it's just, yeah, it's been a bit of a dream season, really.
I got to ask you, when do you step up?
Not anytime soon, I would say.
Well done, mate. We love watching it. There you go, Case Pullenbury, but Connor Halligan, championship leader, goes through.
I love it. When are you going to move up? He's just asked a 17-year-old, hey, when are you coming into pro? Not anytime soon, maybe when I'm 18.
Yeah, dead right. But what a battle. I don't know Steve right now, but I'm pretty sure that seals the deal for Connor in the championship right there.
Well, we've got 4 drivers that were battling it out that had a mathematical chance of taking the win, and I can tell you that there's only one left that's in that one there, and he's leading the championship.
Yeah, I would have to say right now, Connor will be pretty happy with himself. He has sealed the deal on the 2022 Pro Championship.
Well, it is top 4 time, Cole, and of course the Link ECU top 4. Link ECU, New Zealand made, New Zealand designed engine management systems out of Christchurch, and they are worldwide now.
Oh, they are honestly one of the best engine management packages. I run them on all of my cars. Actually just trying to get one at the moment so I can run that in the old man's 350Z with the LS, just so the nitrous comes on a bit smoother. It's got real good control for the nitrous.
Well, let's see how they go. This is top 4. It's semi-final time, and it's the man who qualified in Q1 yesterday in the warehouse auto parts, Rotorua. S13, Guy Maxwell going up against the Reed and Harrison Performance S14 of Clayton Daly. It's Rotorua versus Tauranga.
Yeah, that's it. Look at it. Guy Maxwell, not so much hesitation. I think that little bit of shimmer of water has gone now. As they come off the bank there, Clayton doing a pretty good job there, tucking up nicely. Look at him transition into the teardrop here. Guy Maxwell doing a stellar job, tucking up nice and tight through the Mimico diggers there, transitioning to that outer clip, and then pushing up wide there. Lots of left foot brake there, trying to get the car settled so he can get up onto the wall. But Clayton doing a good job in behind there in the chase run. Look at these cars, they are banged and bruised, man. They have been working hard all weekend.
Yeah, it's been a tough season. Let's have a look at the Repco Replay here from Trustpower Baypark Stadium. Warehouse Auto Parts S13. See, just grabbed a big brake lock up, set himself up coming through, Cole.
Yeah, well, there's a big drop off on that sweeper as you come through there. So if you're not right up on the wall, that front right-hand wheel will, you know, sort of hover a bit. So if you do get on the left foot brake, it'll easily lock up.
He came through the teardrop, couldn't it? The commitment was there. Almost looked like he might have thought, hey, I'm going to come off, and he didn't make any adjustments, but back up onto that Repco wall ride.
Well, you can just see the track has changed again. The slipperiness is gone. The guys have been out there driving, laying some fresh rubber down. We can see, obviously, the sun is glistening on those beautiful diggers there. I look at the crowd, you know, the corporate boxes are full. It's good to see the local support for this D1NZ series, but yeah, the Mimico support is massive here. I know they've got a couple of corporate boxes and all the team has come down, so really good to see the big family backing the 2 drivers.
Well, let's see what the local man, Clayton Daly, can do with the RHP machine as he leads up. What is Guy Maxwell going to offer?
I think your words tongue got tied there, my bro, but Clayton has run a wheel off into the teardrop, just couldn't slow it up. Real tight through here, giving a big advantage now to Guy Maxwell as they rotate back out onto the teardrop. But look at that by Clayton Daly, right out on the wall, doing a stellar job right there, but Guy Maxwell possibly just doing enough through there.
Has he done enough? Guy Maxwell is going to go through to his first final Kaspa Transmissions Pro Sport Championship. What a place to do it if you're going to.
Yeah. Let's look here, Steve. Let's look here.
We'll accelerate down the front straight here, Trustpower Baypark Stadium.
Now they throw it in here. Clayton doing a good job. Guy Maxwell sitting in behind, in and out on the handbrake, trying to slow down. Transitions nicely through into that inner zone. Then Clayton just runs a little bit wide. Puts him off, doesn't get out to that outside zone then. Drives through under the digger on a different line. Pushing himself further through there. Getting a good bit of drive up onto the wall. But Guy Maxwell just doing the lesser amount of mistakes. So I'm feeling right now that man is getting into his first final.
Well, let's go and see what the judges have to say as we go to the decision. Mark O'Hara, Joel Counter and Stephen Sull, our judging lineup for 2022. 1, 2, 3 strikes. Guy Maxwell goes through to the final.
Go on, do you want to yell again?
Oh, bro, I cannot. I just got no words for it, eh? Like, I just cannot thank the boys enough for everything they've put into me in the car. You know, this car started as a best show at the start of the season as a bit of a dream, and yeah, I can't thank our sponsors enough. We Are Auto Parts. The boys are up in the stand supporting us, and yeah, can't thank them enough. Kenda Tyres, FDF Steering, that's been saving me all weekend. Yeah, massive thanks to Nick for the motor, gearbox, and everything in this car is his except for the body shell. So yeah, massive thanks to Nick and just our amazing 7-2 Motorsport team, and yeah, it's bring up finals.
Driver's not too bad either. First final.
Man, yeah, I can't believe it. You know, after my crash at Mount Smart, I just kind of learnt to not really care and yeah, put it on the wall, and we've been doing it, so it's all good.
See you in the big one.
Cheers, mate. Thanks a lot.
All right, Clayton Daly gets the grace off for a spot. He was stoked. He was absolutely stoked when he got at this point. Wow, how'd that feel?
Oh, that felt awesome, eh? So stoked. Well done to Guy. He drove wicked. No complaints at all, eh? And yeah, just like to say thanks to all my sponsors, everyone that's come here to watch today. It's been bloody awesome.
You haven't finished yet, mate. Go get ready for the last one.
Oh, I forgot. Oh, we on? We on?
Yeah, you're on. Get on.
Well, there is the pit area here. You can see in the distance over to Welcome Bay, etc. A few dark clouds. See, the pros don't seem like they're doing a lot right now, but I'm sure there's a lot happening in the pits.
I don't see any dark clouds. All I see them is lingering over there, and we've got sunshine right now on the track where it's going to be for the rest of the night, because it's going to be a smoke show and it's going to be action-packed, and I'm looking forward to it. We don't want that greasiness here. We want it to be as it has been all weekend. Keep these conditions the same. It's just so, I'm stoked with how the whole track's turned out. It's looking really good. Final time here at our hometown, Steve. It's so good to see. It's obviously been such an up and down season. You know, it's winter. We haven't done a winter round in so long.
No, it's the first time. Well, we kind of did a little bit of one maybe during that COVID time, but of course COVID, we never knew what would happen. As you can see, Mount Maunganui at the end of the peninsula there.
And look at the sun glistening on that big, lovely mountain. Look at there's plenty of people in here. Love to see the fans out there. Nice and warm by the looks of everyone. T-shirts on.
Got the tees on. 86 fighters on the side. Century batteries, super night. Of course, Kaspa transmissions in the background. The name on the side of the Pro Sport Championship. It's... And here, who have we got here?
Well, that's the drone. This is George.
It is,
from Inspire You Media. He is a gun on the FPV drone. This thing can get up to 180 kilometers, and he is just giving us a quick rundown of the track from the drone shot. See that little blind spot? Now that's something that a lot of people won't even notice as the guys come underneath the diggers there. They're going to transition the car to come back onto the sweeper, and there is a straight blind spot where the sun is just coming right through there. So you're going from really bright and into dark. This is it here as George is coming through. Right there, bam. The drivers get a big strike of sun in the eyes, and they've just got to commit onto that wall.
Well, let's see who's got the most commitment this time here as we see this. Wow, this could become a warehouse sort of parts final if Ra Hader can pull out some magic, but he's going up against the man who leads the championship. He's probably going to go on and take the championship in that McKinstry Roofing S14. It's Jay-Z versus, what's Ra, Jay-Z as well? Or
yeah, Jay-Z. Let's see if Ra can hold this together. He's driving so well. Oh, as he tries to transition into the entry. Oh no! No, this is not what we want to see. Bit of a mistake there by Raheda. Something has gone in the car. A mechanical fault has happened. But look, Connor Halligan just getting given this run. He's doing what the judges say. You have to finish the pass. He needs to get it done. But yes, Raheda is just blowing an axle by the seams. You can see him try and drive off, and just one wheel was spinning there. So a real
the
shame.
result, but Connor Halligan in trouble here because the lead car didn't actually enter a drift. It's not going to change the result, we know that. But he doesn't actually have to finish because the lead car was the one that made the mistake.
Well, you know, you never know. So why would you
But when
stop?
you're a drifter, you get yourself sideways. So here we go.
Yeah, right
So
there.
all he had to do, but at the same time, if you're sideways, you actually want to stay sideways because you don't.
Ra did well. He didn't muck around. He didn't stay in the way for Connor. Shot down the other side of the track and got right out of the way. And then Connor, hey, look, I want to get a few more runs in here while I can. I'm, you know, hopefully no 2022 champion for no reason. But here we go. Repco Replay showing Connor Halligan with George from Aspire U Media right on the tail of that lovely S14.
Well, still a great crowd. They're still coming in too. Here at Trustpower Baypark Stadium that can seat 18,000 people. Of course, well known for the 451-metre terracotta oval that is Baypark Speedway that gets transformed into the Valvoline D1NZ drift track each season. We can see Ra Hader down in the pit area. He's talking to his team.
Yeah,
Joe,
5 minutes will be getting called now. The 5 minutes
left-hand side of the shot is Joel Watkins. It is his birthday today, one of our D1NZ teams, so happy birthday, Joel.
Yeah, not the ideal situation here right now, but obviously we know the 5 minutes doesn't start until they jack the car up and put it on axle stands and start using a spanner. So these guys will want to prepare. They'll want to get everything set. So before that clock starts ticking, they use every single second as best as they can. Because that 5 minutes ticks away so quickly, as we just seen there for Case Pullenbury. Real shame though too, because that's his first run, pretty much 10-0 right now. So he's only really got one pass to do. I would just about say, like, you know, you'd keep your 5 minutes.
Okay, what's that?
He's
what's
rolling
he
on to his next battle. Yeah, look, he might just say, look, don't worry about it, call it, and let me roll on to his next battle, as he is at 10-0 down. Like, you could obviously say Connor could have a big mistake, but very hard to say.
Well, the crowd's certainly enjoying what they're seeing here at the moment.
Yeah, so just like what I was saying there, Raz, I'm pretty sure just saying, hey, we're done here right now.
So
we are up there, yeah.
So we're done here right now, of course, is what you're saying. And that means that he can use that. Well, he's got a 5 minute there, so does he have to call it or not? They're jacking it up. He's going to call
There's
it.
the man right now, the man who does all the work on a lot of the cars, Nick. Slip stands as well. See those very custom stands that makes the cars so safe sitting on the ground there. But it's a one of those calls. Yes, they are calling the 5 minutes by the looks, and there it goes. It starts right now. So they're wanting to, yeah, here we go. We'll catch up with Stephen. How's it going down there, mate?
Well, let's ask Ra. How's it going, Cole says?
I don't know. We've been having dramas with this axle for the last couple of weeks. This is the fourth one. This is the second one we've blown this weekend, and it's the fourth one in like the last 2 weeks, same side. So we obviously got some sort of drama going on that side, but it's all good, man. We're in the top four, so I'm buzzing anyway. Hopefully we can stick it to Connor's door on the next pass and have some fun, and then, yeah, see how we go.
All right, 4 minutes and 20-odd seconds to go. I'll let you sweat it out.
Good luck, boys.
Yeah, that's good to see. So Ra and the team are calling that 5 minutes. They want to try and force the mistake of Connor in the next run. You know, you'd be silly not to. You know, you never know what can happen out there. Connor could come in there. There could be a little something go wrong, and next minute's a 10-0. We've seen it so many times throughout the years, and drifting is all about who makes the mistake. So,
yep, it's all about who makes the least amount of the mistakes. You've certainly done a lot of championships where you don't make a single mistake, and that ends up with the one on your door twice.
I've made several mistakes. At Wellington, I remember quite well, 2 years in a row. I banked it into the wall, both sides. 1 year one side, 1 year the other side. Oh man, it happened so quickly. You're trying so hard. You want to do everything you can out there, and one little mistake, you're in the wall. And I actually did that on Thursday. I was having a little bit of fun in the only car that we have going. And yeah, touched the wall a little bit harder than I'd like to.
I promise I would not bring that up, and I haven't. You keep bringing it up.
Well, you know, you live and learn. Got to have some fun out there. It's nothing but fun, this sport. Takes a lot of time and a lot of behind the scenes. I know Fang and Dan and the team, they have done some massive amounts of work on that Mustang. They had a little bit of contact the weekend just gone, the weekend before prior, Mount Smart, and a lot of behind the scenes work getting the Mustang back straight, because I know they had a little bit of damage on it. So it's crazy.
So what are they doing here, mate?
So they're rotating the tyre now. Inside this rear end, the rear end is locked so that the diff is welded. So both sides always turn together. You never have any chance of one wheel opening up. So they're trying to rotate that wheel so they can get to the bolts that hold the 6 bolts or 5 bolts that hold the axle on. Remove those, drop the axle down. They slide the other end out through the hub. They'll slide the new one back in. They're pushing it for time. If they haven't pulled that out now, they are going to be tight for time. 2 minutes to go. It's going to be a real close call. You can see in Ra's eyes, he's just having faith.
What's Stephen McIver's seen down here?
Yeah, see, so they're still trying to hit the axle out. So it's going to be very, very tight for time. I know if you haven't got that axle in already, and that big 36mm bolt going back up to pull that axle back into the hub. Yeah, look, they're just measuring it up now. So on these S15s, they have a long side and a short side, and they're just trying to assess what's going on. Why is this axle breaking? But I have a little bit of an idea that they're probably not going to make this if they haven't got the axle in there by now. A minute to go, Steve. A minute to go.
Well, the countdown's on. In that 50-second bracket. How quick can you normally do a excellent?
If you're on point, and my team was 100%, you know, Avon would have that sorted. Look, so see, they're now just doing up that main bolt now. They've got 6 bolts to do up, or 5. But we could do it in about 4 minutes 30. And obviously, right now, we'd be putting the wheel on and jacking the car up to try and get it on the ground. So by the sounds, you can hear that rattle gun going. They're actually just trying to, by the sounds, undo that big main nut. So they can't even get the main nut undone. So they haven't even got the axle out by the looks.
All right, well, with 15 seconds to go, let me go down and talk to Stephen McIver as he gives the bad news.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, man. Oh, wow.
See, boys try their hardest. We're having dramas with that hub. It's like, I think it's bent, and when you get that, it always snaps the axle in the hub, so we've got to smash that out, and then every time we put a new one in, it's a mission to slide in the hub. So we've definitely got an issue we need to address there after this round. We're just hoping it'll get us through the final round, but right when it counted, it bloody broke.
Or maybe we can get it all sorted for that third and fourth runoff, huh?
Yep, third and fourth's going to be crazy with Clayton. I know he's on a mission. I've driven with him for a while, and he's going hard. So that's going to be a cool battle to go to now. So it'll be full scene. Tauranga first, Rotorua.
Love your attitude, mate. See you out there.
Cool, Steve. Thank you.
Well, it's full send Tauranga versus Rotorua. Looks like on both sides, actually. Well, these guys are getting ready for the first and second battle, the third and fourth. We'll be back with some D1NZ action shortly. Well, welcome back to the Valvoline D1NZ National Drifting Championship. It's Kaspa Transmissions Pro Sport time, and we've got our top four. We've got our final, we've got our battle for third and fourth, but there is potential issues for Ra Hader. He has only a short time to get his car back out on the track, ready for his battle with Clayton Daly, or he is going to have his weekend over settling for fourth position. So we're waiting for the wheel to get put back on, Cole.
Yeah, you can see him just down there. The car still looks jacked up in the air, so fingers crossed they can get it sorted. It's a tight one. Ra does not want to give up third spot on the podium. I think this will be his first ever time to not be able to get in there, you know. It's not one that he wants to do. So they'll be wanting to get the car sorted.
Well, just heard he's getting fresh rubber on, and he will be out on track. So they've given him the time to get himself ready. All right, S13 of Guy Maxwell. That's going to be the battle for first and second.
Yeah, we can't see this battle yet. So there's Clayton. He needs to get in his car. Clayton Daly needs to get in his car ready to go, because as soon as Ra Hader comes out, they are going to be right into this battle. So he needs to get that helmet on, get in the zone. I can see the boys there. Get in the car, man. We're ready to go. The crowd wants to see this next battle. And so do I, because we can't have this final battle with Guy Maxwell and Connor Halligan. Wow, Connor's in the final. Guy's in the final. Guy got P1 in qualifying. Is he going to do P1 in the championship? Oh, here we go. We've just had the inside word from Mr. BW that Ra is on the way with tyres. So look at that. Clayton's getting ready. We'll see, no doubt, Ra Hader come around the back corner there, ready to line up against this young fella. Once again, another Tauranga local in against a final battle. It's good to see. Good to see this young fella has been getting better and better as the year has gone on. They've had a few ups and downs, but it's so good to get those results when you are putting in so much effort. So no doubt his old man will be super pumped about this, seeing his young fella in there, possibly getting on that big podium step, mate.
What better place to do it, though, than at home? I mean, this is his home track. He works here. He lives here. He's out here performing in front of probably the biggest crowd that's there to support him, and now he's gone into this, potentially go up and put a step on a podium, his first one.
Yeah, first ever. Like this, I'm pretty sure this is his first ever top 8, top 4, and now he's going for third and fourth. It's just, it's cool to see. It's really good to see.
Oh, he's out on track now. That means that Ra actually has to be.
You didn't see Ra. Ra was coming down the.
Oh, he was.
Yeah, he was coming down the straight. So that was good to see. Now the boys were going out, scrubbing the tyres. They've been sitting for a little bit, want to get the heat back into those tyres. But look at the sun just still coming down here. So good to see. Man, these cars have been put through the wars this weekend. You can see the rear tail lights are gone. no wonder they're becoming so expensive these days. You know, look, that's one tail light, and that's probably banged up too. The other one's gone, rear bumper's gone.
I was talking to David Hunter. He's like, I've got my show set, I've got my such and such set, I've got my concrete jungle set. So what do they look like? So I don't put them in.
Yeah, that's what you definitely need to do. But look, it's good to see Ra obviously wanting to take it easy on the warm-up, not wanting to pop an axle, but wanting to get those rear tyres nice and hot. So Ra is getting set. Is he going to have? I don't think he's ever got on the podium, has he, Steve?
I thought he'd won a couple of. Well, I thought he'd won a round before, but maybe I'm wrong. He's definitely had a podium.
Yeah, if someone knows, let us know, because it's going to be pretty exciting for both of these guys. Obviously, his teammate.
Did he win Topor? I don't know, but I'll just hold my phone out. Surely somebody will say, "Oi, Steve, here's the go." Good-looking cars.
They are indeed.
AWS, Andrew Stewart always does a great job of some of these of the designs. I know he looks after the brawler out there. Right, here we go. This is the battle for third and fourth.
Wow, trying to throw it in big. Hits the wall on entry, gathers it back up. He's been doing it all weekend, just a little bit shallower on that sweeper, but it's really working for him as he's in the third and fourth battle here. But look at him, real wide here. A little bit of a dirt drop there was Ra. Look at Clayton Daly grabbing that proximity back, but does he transition? Gets a little bit locked out. Look at the gap that has just been gained by Ra Hayter. Wow, Ra is running down a good lead run here. Really pulled away from Clayton. Wow, that was exciting. Ra, did you see him on the entry? Just drove down the straight and then boom, hit the wall.
Strange place to hit it. He came through, you'll see it here as it gets released from the line.
I know what he did. Oh, yeah, I did that. And then broke the arm. Yeah, I did the same thing. Good drivers do that. Yeah, you're really trying to throw it in there, really close to the wall, keep that proximity, but does a nice job coming into the teardrop here. Slows the car down, tries to get on throttle. Did he drop the wheel there? That was pretty close. But Clayton Daly just got a little bit close there and really shut himself out. Had to rotate to a lot of angle to slow the car up, and then boof. Ra Hayter pulls 10 car lengths on him, plus at the end of that section. So Clayton will want to lay down a really, really good lead run here. See if he can force a mistake for Ra.
Well, the shadows are long. We'll be ready to put the lights on soon. Clayton Daly, Ra Hayter. This is our battle for third and fourth position. See what Clayton can do. They're at the Century Battery start box. Getting ready to be released down the Valvoline acceleration zone. Off they go. So they'll come into the Kaspa transmissions initiation. Clayton start working his way, slight correction as he builds up towards the wall.
But what is Ra doing? Ra hasn't even entered, he's broken another axle. Holy moly, has he just given this away to Clayton? Has Clayton just got on the podium for the first time ever? He needs to hold it together. What is Ra Hayter doing right now? Really trying to put Clayton off, but he comes through the smoke here, the Tauranga local. Coming up, look right out onto the wall there. That's Clayton Daly. Get your hands together for this young Tauranga driver where he has just got on the podium, I think, here, Steve.
Oh my gosh, what a result. He'll be over the moon. Ra Hayter, let's have a look at the brawler as he fly down the front straight here. And then this is the point now. And
right there. Bang. Bang. Broken the axle again. The guys have just changed that. Man, Ra will be furious about that. But look at this. Young driver right there, Clayton. Oh, has he just got it done enough and got third position? He will be over the moon. Look at all the guys right there giving him ups. 1, 2, 3. Clayton gets the win. Wow. How's he down there, Stephen?
I don't think he realised he's just got on the podium and first time, pal.
Oh, that is awesome. Awesome. No, that was awesome, Ra. But unfortunate that he spun, but that not going to.
Does it make the season worthwhile?
Oh, yes, 100%, 100%. It's hometown too, so Stoked, eh?
Mate, you've got a hell of a crew, but before you presentation, all right?
Yep. No, sure will. Cheers.
Mate, that is unbelievable joy. You got to love that. Just quickly, Ra, tough luck, mate.
Yeah, another Axel, my bro. Same side, so I felt it on initiation again at Blue, so I just bloody sent it on one wheel. But I just want to do a big thanks to everyone that come out to watch us, family and friends, all my sponsors.
We love you, mate.
Love you too. Yeah.
He got a little bit emotional right there. It is all about family. There's so many families involved in this sport. I know him and Guy, both of their families, all of their crew and all of their families, much love to them. They put a lot of time into the sport, and it is all about the driver, you know. So it's without them, you can't do it.
Well, this would be the final right now. They're getting ready to send them out. Kaspa Transmissions, the name on the side of the Pro Sport Championship for the last number of years, as we get ready to send them out. Well, it looks pretty quiet out there. The pros, they're relaxed.
They are, Steve. They're not far away. They're not far away at all. So hopefully someone gets things rolling, because we're in the final right now. So we need to have some pro cars surely lining up, ready to go. Like, we've got one battle to go. And there we go. Now I hear them over the loudspeaker. Yeah, I'm ahead of you there, Joe.
Oh, gosh,
I'm ahead of you there.
The place is absolutely shaking. If you've been watching for a few hours, you'd have seen the team across in the X-Air, which is in the Trustpower Arena. We're in the Trustpower Stadium for the D1NZ, and we've got the great Kiwi band Blind Spot playing this evening. It's a big weekend in Tauranga. X-Air, D1NZ, Blind Spot, a great crowd of people sitting in the stands. Hope you're enjoying yourself as we see cars going over this new flyover that has taken almost, well, it's still not finished. It's like Takanini.
It's taken a lot. There's Clayton's old man. He's super wrapped to see him finally get onto the podium step. Look, it's so awesome to see the family involved in this sport. Everyone gets behind the driver. Oh, and you do. You get so proud. It's so awesome to see. So awesome to see. Oh, a little bit of romance just right there
beautiful.
Too. Isn't it nice? Oh, look, there's a bit of tears going on there too.
Good on them. You know, it hasn't been an easy few years for the team, and to see a smile on the face. Look, there goes Sam West. He's out there going, yeah, boy.
Well,
those guys are vaping out there. Stop it.
Well, I was talking to Sam West. Obviously, he has had a awesome year as well. Obviously, one little mistake. I think he battled Ra as well and came up. He told me he come through, transition, thought he had plenty of room before he got to the wall, transitioned through the smoke, looked, oh no, there's the wall, clipped the back, clipped the front, and that was all she wrote for Sam West. So the team there's got a lot of work. No doubt Zach Green will be on the big mission. Look, there's the man himself, Calvin Clark. He was walking through to congratulate. Oh, don't be like that, Steve. Congratulate Clayton as well. Limitless Tyres, Hewlett's Road. You want to see that young driver? He is the man in behind the counter there, running the store with Ezra as well. So real good blokes in there, always look after the drifters and obviously all of the local people as well with any tyres and wheel alignments.
Well, you said I think you covered it in drifters, but I popped over there the other day. There's Taylor James from Tukuroa. He's in there doing something. I went over a couple of days later. Actually, I got a flat tyre coming back from Manfield, so I had to go and see Clayton to fix it. But yeah, went in then. There's like forever another drifter getting helped.
It is. And without help, you know, I just had a message from one of the super OGs, Ross Honor, Top Tune. He's looked after us for a long, long time, always done the outrageous tunes on all of my race cars. And yeah, he's watching at home, wishing he was here as well. It's always such a good time. So big thanks to Rossi. He's, I know, down in the Naki at the moment, no doubt. Comfortable on his couch.
He's got a bit of a cough or something at the moment, I think.
Oh, the old, Yep. Yeah, so Top Tune NZ is closed for 7 days.
5 days to go.
Yeah, 5 days to go and he'll be back into it, but no doubt he's sitting on the couch nice and warm, watching a bit of drifting on Sky Sport.
Well, let's have a look at what we've got in front of us now. Kenda Tyres to name the tyre on the side of Guy Maxwell. Warehouse Auto Parts, it's the S13 out of Rotorua. Here we go as Guy Maxwell gets ready to line up. Guy Maxwell, his first ever final. Looking at choice in the choice events machine. And then here goes the man who leads the championship, Kaspa Transmission Championship, McKinstry Roofing.
Well, let's call it, Steve.
Oh, we can't do that until Stephen hands him the trophy at the end. Oh.
But these boys cannot do it without it. You know, JOB on the back of that car of Connor Halligan. There's so many people that help all of these drivers out so much to be able to put on a show for the crowd out there right now. As here it goes, Steve. Are you going to run us through? This is the final. You do it the best. Go for it.
Let's send them straight down the front straight here. Trustpower Baypark Stadium. Kaspa Transmissions Pro Sport. It's final time.
Yeah, there's Guy Maxwell. Throws it into the wall. A little bit of a love tap there. Nothing too major as he transitions. Wow, huge wheel drop there by Connor. Massive. That was 2 wheels off. Look at Guy Maxwell. Kept it on. Threading the needle right there as he transitions under the Repco diggers. Pushing up nice and wide now. Look at that big scrape on the wall. Connor so deep up on the last part of the section. Wow, what a drive by both of those guys. A couple of mistakes from either of them. You know, Guy going a little bit deep. Let's check this out on the Repco replay. Look at this entry by Guy Maxwell. Bam, out up on the wall. Little touch there, teeny correction there, nothing major. Comes down off the hill like you need to do. Transitions nicely. Look at that, 1-2 wheels from Connor as he transitions through the next section. Then Guy threads the needle on the outside zone there. Transitions underneath the Repco diggers and bang, up onto the wall. Little touch there, and look how deep Connor is on the outside of that zone. Then he pulls it back together. A little bobble there from Guy Maxwell. We've got to be really picky on this. This is the final for the Pro Sport 2020 round here at D1NZ.
Well, let's have a look. We've seen the first half. It's time to return serve. It'll be Connor Halligan's turn to lead this time in that McKinstry Roofing S14. It's a 1.5 JZ? I don't know. It's a JZ. It's a JZ versus RB. One of them's going to win the championship. Can the other one win the round? We're about to find out.
Yeah, look at that. The guy was sleeping just then, got left behind a little bit. Look at Connor running the wall. This guy can drive. Guy Maxwell doing a good job. Transitioning nicely into the teardrop. Not doing anything too crazy. Sitting there and behind Connor. Tucking up nicely. Transitioning now to this outside zone. Needs to tuck up real tight. A little bit of a shallower line, but he's gaining that proximity. But look at Connor running the wall. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your Pro Sport final battle right now. Connor Halligan and Guy Maxwell. What a battle. So, Steve, to be fair, look, let's check this replay out. Yep, a little bit of a gap here from Guy on the entry. A little bit shallower, but gets back up onto the bank. Connor, insane. Up on the bank, not too many corrections. Bang, transitions again. No dirt drops from either drivers right there. Right out on that outside zone. Guy Maxwell gathers it back up through this intersection. Runs a little bit wide. Connor gets to that outside clip. Then Guy dives right up on the inside to try catch that proximity up. Connor right up on the wall here. No better can you see right now is what that guy just did on that outside zone. This is going to be a tough one for the judges. Wow, we've got to say, Connor did 2 dirt drops. Quite bad dirt drops.
Look, they show another replay.
Yeah, judges are saying so. A little bit of a contact there by Guy. Nothing major.
They're looking for mistakes.
Wee deduction, but this here, bam, bam, 1-2, 2 wheels off. That's a hefty. Guy threaded the needle.
Yeah, I think it was on.
That is on.
What's line? Line is on.
Yeah, line's on. Then here, look, Guy Maxwell, the lead run, a touch shallower. You got to say Connor was a little bit higher on the bank on the exit of that run. But nothing too crazy, and Connor did cut as well. down on the inside there to try and gather it back up, but there's the judges there trying to do those critical moments for us, but we've obviously already got a champion. So
don't press the middle button. Because that was our judges, Joel Counter. Who else do we have?
Mark O'Hara,
Stephen
Stephen
Sol,
Sol, yep.
And in the back, Brendan Dunker. We've already spoken about him. He's off. He said, I've had enough. No, he didn't say that. He said, I've got to move to do different things. I've got to leave. Again, another one.
How much are they going to deduct this? Obviously, look, we jumped back. Now we missed it. We missed it. There was a little bobble there from Guy, but right here.
One.
Oh, no,
two.
but did Guy drop a wheel?
Yeah, but Guy dropped one.
Yeah.
And
Connor two.
Connor dropped two. Now, one is a minor points deduction, two is a major points deduction. But because the other thing they were possibly also looking at.
Yeah, so here we go. Judges clarified, 2 is 2 points. So that's quite a big deduction. Like, we're talking quarter points, we're talking half points. 2 points of a wheel deduction is quite major, but here we go. What are they doing?
What does Joel Counter say? Says Guy Maxwell.
Guy
Stephen Sol says.
Oh, Guy Maxwell gets the win, ladies and gentlemen. Holy! Whoa, he's going to be pumped. What does he reckon, Stephen MacGyver?
You ready to talk?
Well, we just won the final at the D1NZ final of the Kaspa Transmission Pro Sport. Man, I'm buzzing. I just want a quick shout out to my dad and my stepmom at home, and my mum and stepdad that are here, my kids that are right here, and my team is just amazing. And we pulled off the perfect weekend for the final round. My man Nick, I'm just like speechless, man. I can't believe it.
In presentation, you get a chance to say some more. Connor Halligan, second. I think, Bal, that championship might be yours. We'll probably talk to you a little bit later, but hell of a season, buddy.
Yeah, awesome season. Just been trying to stay consistent. The man of seconds, I think, this season, but it's all good. Stoked. That chase as I'd hoped for, but it's cool. Guy's been driving well all weekend, P1, and qualifying, so the man beat this weekend.
I think I'm going to talk to you shortly, buddy, so stick around. All right, not too far away. The presentation for the Kaspa Transmissions Pro Sport final round, and then we'll do the championship presentation. Don't go far. Beautiful day here at Trustpower Baypark as we get ready to reward our final round winners, and then we'll do the championship presentation. What did you think of that, Mount Maunganui? How about that? That's what we're talking about. Michael Clark from Kaspa Transmissions will present the round trophies, and first up, in third place, via Matamata, now in Tauranga, Clayton Daly. Congratulations to Ra Hayter for finishing fourth in the round. In section in the Kaspa Transmissions final round, please welcome up Connor Halligan. And your round championship, should I say round champion for the first time, man, this dude happy, Guy Maxwell. So we'll just, quick final word, because he's had plenty to say, but he's pretty happy. Come down here, buddy, just quickly. Congratulations, mate.
Oh, I'm honestly in tears because my kids are here, my parents, and our title sponsor, our whole crew, the most amount of support we've had here all weekend. So, yeah, wow, I just cannot thank everyone enough, and yeah, let's bring it on.
All right, buddy. Trophies up. Hold those trophies up. There are your final rounds winners of the Kaspa Transmissions Pro Sport Championship. All right, lads, before we get into the championship round, get those bottles open. Make some noise, make some noise. That's what we like to do, folks. There are your round winners in the Kaspa Transmissions final round here at D1NZ. What we're going to do now is clear the podium. Get your trophies up one more time, boys. Get that trophy up one more time for the cameras. And there are your final round winners. All right, we'll ask the lads to step on down because we've got to do the championship. It's been a hell of a championship here. So, Guy, you're going to get those championship, should I say, Carl, get those championship. Michael, oh God, it's one of those days already. Michael, okay, so in fourth position in the championship this year was Guy Maxwell. Congratulations to Guy Maxwell. But in third position for your championship in 2022 on 326 points, Andrew Donahue. In second position on 354 points, that's what it looks like to me, Case Pullen-Burry. And your winners of the Kaspa Transmission 2022 Pro Sport Championship, give it up for Connor Halligan. All right, let's start with Andrew. What a season, hey?
What a season, man. Like, pumped to end up in third the way our season started. I've really got to give a shout out to Kenny and Elise from McFarlane Autos. They threw me the keys to the Lorel, which kept our season alive, actually started it. And then, yeah, by the time we got in my car, we could kind of build on it. And yes, I'd end up in third, man. Pumped. Crazy.
Congratulations. Let's move to Case Pullen-Burry, who's, well, final round turned into 23 seconds. But, mate, congratulations. You got some hands.
Nah, yeah, it's been a crazy crazy season. Yeah, really speechless, to be honest. Like, it's been a dream season, really. Like, just to have the cars running mint and everything going to plan. It's a really good bit of crack this year has been sick, and yeah, I just can't thank my sponsors enough. CK Earthworks, Signs, Wraps and Tints, JT Performance, Haltech, Russell Veer for putting in all the hours doing the cars this year. It's just been crazy getting them reliable. And yeah, anyone else that I've missed? Oh, my uncle for Jeff's fiberglassing for doing all the repairs. We're smashing them out all the time. So yeah, anyone that I missed, thank you for everything. And yeah, it's been sick.
Good, mate. Number two in the championship, Case Pullen-Burry. And your championship, mate, I'm not going to get up because I'm not worthy of getting up. Just to kneel down for me. Coming in leading, how much pressure did you feel coming into this weekend?
Oh yeah, massive really, but yeah, qualifying yesterday didn't go so well for me, so I ended up 11th. So yeah, the pressure was on today. Ended up in the bottom corner of the bracket with some hard contenders, so yeah, had my work cut out for me. But yeah, yeah, unreal.
World champion, how does that feel?
Yeah, so good. I mean, so many hours, so much work, everything that goes into it, you know, to end up on top just makes it all worth it. It's so, yeah, so cool.
Who do you want to thank?
I want to say a massive thanks to McKinstry Roofing, JOB, Phoenix Radiators, Penrite Oils, Engines and Spears, Henson and Murray, Pulsar Turbos, JT Performance, and yeah, everyone that helps me out, all my mates, family, anyone that's lent a hand. You know, massive thanks. Couldn't do it without you, all you guys. So yeah, cheers, guys. Thank you.
There is your champion in 2022, Connor Halligan. Hold those trophies up, boys, and then you know what to do. I'll talk to Michael Clark from Kaspa Transmissions while this is all going on, mate. Congratulations on a hell of a season. From your perspective, how good is this?
Oh, it's amazing, eh? So many new drivers this year, which is really cool, and yeah, they've got some serious skills, so I don't know how they do it, eh? It's crazy.
What is it about drifting that gets your blood going?
I mean, obviously, that's bloody exciting. I mean, that's without a doubt, but to be honest, it's the drift community and all the people involved that's the most special thing about the whole thing.
I'm just going to have to tell them what to do. Boys, open that champagne and make someone wet. Come on, let's do this thing. You don't need me to tell you what to do. That's what we're talking about. There is your podium for the championship of 2022, the Kaspa Transmissions Pro Sport Series. They put in a lot of work, mate, don't they?
Oh, it's tireless, I'd say. I don't know how, you know, their teams are incredible, their sponsors are incredible. The hours I know that they put in is, I don't think anyone understands.
So we'll see you back in 2023, will we?
100%.
100%. There you go. So Brendan, I'll be happy about that one. Kaspa Transmissions back in 2023, confirmed on live telly. How about that? But guess what? We're not too far away from getting busy with the Valvoline D1NZ, brought to you by Repco, celebrating 100 years in the Pro 16. That is not too far away. And boy, is it going to be lit up here at Trustpower Baypark, because the qualifiers were epic yesterday. The rounds up to the 8 and 4 have been absolutely superb as well. So why don't we just give you a reminder of what has happened so far on Century Battery Super Night.
Maxwell out there on track. This was the McFarlane Auto. Andy Donahue going up against Clayton Daly. Battle with our local man high up on the wall. You see the wings start to fling up in the air. Clayton Daly would take the victory. A lot of it came down to the mistakes. Daly making fewer of them. A first up podium for Clayton Daly. First time on this bottom step. Issues for Calvin Clark, and that would take him out of proceedings. It's a great battle between himself and Ra Hader, the warehouse auto parts machine. Hard on the gas, but hard on the gear. We saw him brake numerous times, and it was what wouldn't be with Axels taking him out of the ability to battle for both first and second in the, and of course in the third and fourth runoff. A wheel off for Calvin Clark. Then it came down to Case Pullenbury and Connor Halligan. Case, a great job leading away. Connor just dipping in, dropping the wheel off. This here was the battle of the championship. First versus second. Connor, sensational job, held it together. It was about composure. You see him as he brings the car up onto the wall and just grinding away. It came down to the judges, and they chose in favour of Connor Halligan. Here goes Guy Maxwell versus Clayton Daly. And it would be all about the warehouse auto parts machine. This was a semi-final. And they've locked in a smoke show, the Kaspa Transmissions Pro Sport Championship. There's a whole heap of wall ride, a whole heap of concrete. Issues for Ra Hader. You see the hand out the window. Connor Halligan driving away with the win. Slight wheel drop there for Ra Hader. Those Kenda tyres certainly gripping up. Probably a little bit too much with the axle snapping. And you see again, Ra having to pull out of the drift. You can see as the sun comes down. But then there was the final in the Warehouse Auto Parts RB powered Nissan S13. A great drive right on the ragged edge, on the limit. Guy Maxwell, Connor Halligan, he knew he'd won the 2022 championship at this point. Leading out, doing everything he could to force a mistake, but a mistake was not going to happen. Right on the wall, making sure the judges saw him. It wouldn't be enough to win the round, but definitely enough to win the championship. Here goes our top three in the rounds. But there's going to be one championship winner. And congratulations to the McKinstry Roofing JOB. Connor Halligan, he's our 2022 Kaspa Transmissions Pro Sport champion.